Hello, this is Sheshachalam from Astrogate, Mysore. So, carrying on with the series of Aries, for the Aries, particularly the Aries Lagna, Sun in different houses. So, I have just finished Sun in the first house in Aries. Now, for Aries Lagna, keeping the Lagna fixed, going to the second house, that is, Sun is now in Taurus. So, for the Aries Lagna, it becomes the second house. In Taurus, the second house. Sun is the fifth lord, the Putra Sthanadipati, the house of wisdom and the house of Pura Punya. And now I will not be giving you the preamble which I gave you in the first class for the first position, but I will be directly going into explaining the properties of Sun when it is placed in the second house. So, this person who has the Sun, the native, in the second house will be fond of food. First thing people should understand, when there is a strong fiery planet in the second house, they love food. People love food. It's not that if Jupiter is there or if Venus is there or if Moon is there, people will not love food. But that kind of food, what they would want to eat when Sun, Mars, these fiery planets are sitting in the second house, would be more spicy. And it is Taurus. It is sitting over the Nakshatras of Kritika, Rohini, and first and second, Amshas of Mrigashira Nakshatra. Kritika 2, 3, 4, Rohini 1, 2, 3, 4, Mrigashira 1 and 2. So, particularly Rohini and Kritika itself, both are beautiful nakshatras with regard to food. So, they will be fond of sattvic food, hot, not much spicy because it is Rohini nakshatra also there. So, I will have to give an average of these things because pure nakshatra and its characteristics I will deal later on when Sun is in Rohini, when Sun is in Kritika. These things will happen later on. But now we are doing with Rashi, and that too from a fixed Lagna point, that is for Aries Lagna. They will be responsible for family well-being, will be very duty bound with regard to family, will have parental and ancestral property. This, it happens even when it is in the Ascendant, but still now they will have it in a better footing. It's a big one. So we'll be living in a big house, spatial house, which might be a parental, ancestral property. They might live there also because they would love to live in a traditional setup. So they are, very straightforward in their speech, and they have very, very good knowledge and vocabulary, and this will help them with regard to their communication. Communication is to be seen from the third house, but the vocabulary, the flow of the voice, the tone, the way a person speaks, the loudness, because Sun is a very loud planet. So it's not a very meek planet, it's a loud planet. So when it is in the second and the third house, the voice will be loud and they will be strong. So they will be very frank in their opinion making. So problem with eyesight is seen because second house represents this right eye and also the eyesight in general. Stubborn in his or her ideas, very adamant with regard to what they want because it is the Taurus. Ego and stubbornness is with Sun, and when it comes to Taurus, they become very rigid. They don't budge much. Why? Because it's a Taurus, the bull. It sits in one place, it's very heavy, and you cannot, if it doesn't want to move, you can't move it. So that's the strength of Sun in the second house for an Aries ascendant. So with regard to their ideas, that's what is more important. The family will be like, under his influence, He will be a leader kind of a person there. Very practical in approach, will be very grounded, and because the second house also represents the face of the native, the reddishness in the face will be there, and it is combination of Rohini Nakshatra, Kritika Nakshatra and Sun. So, if it is in Kritika Nakshatra, the reddishness will be very prominent. If it is in Rohini Nakshatra, they will look very pleasant, very beautifully pleasant. And there might be some problems bleeding of the gums, frequent acne, cavity, all these things, cavity in the teeth, I am telling cavity. So these things can keep happening because that is the place where Sun is placed. They are very good in investments. They know where to invest the money. Sometimes they get taken away. If Sun is placed along with a malefic in the second house, then they get taken away. They invest in some people and some places where it is not required. Defect in the speech, if it is afflicted. So usually when Sun is in the second house, we tell that person might stammer, having that stuttering, stammering kind of a speech which is not that clear. I'll not call it as a slurry speech, but they are very controlled people. They stammer, means they jump words, they don't get the word. This happens only when it is afflicted, and it doesn't happen when it is not afflicted. Please, it's a very fast, beautiful, fast moving planet, and it will not stop. It keeps going at full speed. So they are talkative. So they can be very good lecturers, very good preachers, very good teachers, and advocates. So second house Sun, a very good position. Thank you very much.